The Miami Dolphins are diving into yet another twist in their eventful season as Shaq Barrett, the seasoned edge rusher who unexpectedly retired this summer, is reportedly making a comeback. For fans, this is one of those moments where excitement and curiosity collide. What does this mean for the team's defense as the postseason looms? Let's break it all down because this development could shake things up in a big way. Barrett originally joined the Dolphins back in March on a one-year deal worth up to $9 million. It wasn't just a signing, it was a statement. Miami needed reinforcements on the edge after seeing key players Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips fall to devastating injuries late last season. Barrett seemed like the perfect fit. A two-time Super Bowl champion who's proved his worth with both the Broncos and Buccaneers? That's the kind of pedigree Miami needed to plug holes in their defense and maintain their momentum. But then, just like that, Barrett was gone. Not an injury, not a trade, he retired. His announcement came through Instagram, where he spoke about wanting to spend more time with his family. Respectable, sure, but for a team that had built off-season plans around him, it was a punch to the gut. The Dolphins had to adjust on the fly, and they've done admirably so far. But with the news of Barrett's return, there's an undeniable buzz. Could this be the missing piece Miami needs for a deep playoff run? Dolphins defensive coordinator, who has already navigated a minefield of challenges this season, was reportedly caught off guard by Barrett's decision to unretire. And who could blame him? One day, you're strategizing without a key player, and the next, he's potentially back in the mix. It's not just about plugging Barrett into the lineup, it's about recalibrating the entire defensive strategy. Barrett's potential return changes the dynamics for everyone on that side of the ball. It's worth noting that Barrett hasn't seen live game action since 2023. That's nearly a full year away from the grind of professional football. What kind of shape is he in? That's a question looming over this story. Yes, Barrett is a proven talent, but football isn't forgiving to anyone, no matter how skilled they are. Miami has 5 weeks left after their matchup against the Packers this Thursday, so there's time for Barrett to get back up to speed. But is it enough time for him to make a meaningful impact? Here's where things get really interesting. Despite missing Chubb and Phillips, the Dolphins' pass rush hasn't fallen apart. If anything, they've found ways to adapt and even thrive. Rookie Chop Robinson has stepped up in a big way, notching 3.5 sacks in his last 4 games. Talk about rising to the occasion. Meanwhile, veterans like Calais Campbell and Emmanuel Ogbah have been holding the fort, while Quentin Bell has also chipped in. This isn't a defense that's scrambling, it's a defense that's evolving. So, where does Barrett fit into all of this? Does he take snaps away from emerging players like Robinson? Or does his presence elevate everyone around him? The potential ripple effect here is massive. Adding a player with Barrett's experience and skill could supercharge this defense, especially in high-pressure situations. On the flip side, there's always the risk of disrupting the chemistry Miami has built over the last several weeks. The team's coaching staff will have to strike the right balance to make this work. Barrett's willingness to return to Miami is another layer to this story. According to Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald, Barrett is reportedly fine with playing for the Dolphins. That's crucial because Miami holds his rights, meaning if Barrett wanted to suit up elsewhere, the Dolphins would have to waive him first. For now, it seems like both parties are on the same page, which is a promising sign. But nothing is ever straightforward in the NFL, and this situation will undoubtedly have more twists and turns as it develops. What's clear is that Miami's defense is about to get a significant boost, potentially. There's no denying Barrett's track record. His ability to rush the passer, disrupt opposing offenses, and make clutch plays is well documented. The question is whether he can still perform at that level after his time away. If he can, Miami might have just found the edge they need to push through the playoffs and beyond. If not, it's still a gamble worth taking. This team is all in on making this season special, and Barrett's return could be a key part of that journey. While fans are understandably excited about this development, it's worth tempering expectations, at least for now. Barrett's return isn't a magic fix. Football is a team sport, and Miami's success will continue to hinge on how well they execute as a unit. That said, the prospect of seeing Barrett in a Dolphins uniform again is undeniably thrilling. It's a storyline that adds even more drama to an already compelling season. For now, all eyes will be on Barrett as he works to get back into game shape. How quickly can he adapt? Will he regain his Pro Bowl form? And most importantly, how will his return impact the Dolphins' postseason aspirations? These are questions that don't have immediate answers, but one thing's for sure, the Miami Dolphins are about to get a lot more interesting.